A business absolutely devoted to service will have only one worry about profits. They will be embarrassingly large. If you think you can do a thing or think you can't do a thing, you're right. If everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. We don't want tradition. We want to live in the present, and the only history that is worth a tinker's damn is the history we make today. Quality means doing it right when no one is looking. I cannot discover that anyone knows enough to say definitely what is and what is not possible. A market is never saturated with a good product, but it is very quickly saturated with a bad one. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. An idealist is a person who helps other people to be prosperous. Business is never so healthy as when, like a chicken, it must do a certain amount of scratching around for what it gets. The competitor to be feared is one who never bothers about you at all, but goes on making his own business better all the time. You can't build a reputation on what you are going to do. Most people spend more time and energy going around problems than in trying to solve them. My best friend is the one who brings out the best in me. Wealth, like happiness, is never attained when sought after directly. It comes as a byproduct of providing a useful service. There is no man living that cannot do more than he thinks he can. A bore is a person who opens his mouth and puts his feet in it. Competition is the keen cutting edge of business, always shaving away at costs. The only real security that a man can have in this world is a reserve of knowledge, experience and ability. Even a mistake may turn out to be the one thing necessary to a worthwhile achievement. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goal. Thinking is the hardest work there is, which is probably the reason why so few engage in it. Whether you think that you can, or that you can't, you are usually right. Before everything else, getting ready is the secret of success. Nothing is particularly hard if you divide it into small jobs. The highest use of capital is not to make more money, but to make money do more for the betterment of life. Money is like an arm or leg, use it or lose it. It is not the employer who pays the wages. Employers only handle the money. It is the customer who pays the wages. Capital punishment is as fundamentally wrong as a cure for crime as charity is wrong as a cure for poverty. I do not believe a man can ever leave his business. He ought to think of it by day and dream of it by night. Time and money spent in helping men to do more for themselves is far better than mere giving. As we advance in life, we learn the limits of our abilities. Speculation is only a word covering the making of money out of the manipulation of prices, instead of supplying goods and services. There is one rule for the industrialist, and that is, make the best quality of goods possible at the lowest cost possible, paying the highest wages possible. Whatever you have, you must either use or lose. Exercise is bunk. If you are healthy, you don't need it. If you are sick, you should not take it. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. There are no big problems. There are just a lot of little problems. You can't learn in school what the world is going to do next year. I am looking for a lot of men who have an infinite capacity to not know what can't be done. One of the greatest discoveries a man makes, one of his great surprises, is to find he can do what he was afraid he couldn't do. It has been my observation that most people get ahead during the time that others waste. There is joy in work. There is no happiness except in the realization that we have accomplished something. Whether you believe you can do a thing or not, you are right. A business that makes nothing but money is a poor business.